Philadelphia,
Yo.
PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We got the White Ranger helmets.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Oof.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
It's going to be tough.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground here at Sanders.
Bro, I missed that tackle, bro.
One up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Bro.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Hurts throws complete to Goddard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Damn, bro.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's got it.
What the fuck, bro?
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had
just dragged them along,
for
like.
certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And he will get in to make it 8-0.
That's fucking asshole.
Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have
Can't
to
believe that
believe
nigga
they
broke
thought to
2
themselves,
tackles
if we can do
for the
that,
touchdown.
what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those
Fucking
and get
insane.
2 points as a result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early. because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 44, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. This is Mixon on the draw. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
First down, here's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. To the end zone,
What kind of fucking pass is that, bro? Like,
after that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Burrow.
ooh,
That's
Jamarr.
to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamarr Chase from 13 yards out. And the Bengals
Do your
have
dance,
come
do
back
your
to make it
dance.
a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Hurts. This will be caught by
Fuck,
Brown.
man. Of course he's fucking
And he's
open.
got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Up the middle they go with Sanders.
Oh my
and some
God.
room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield.
Why is that nigga so
before
fucking
it's
fast,
just
bro?
before the 35. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Why is he fucking open, bro?
It's Watkins. And he's got
I saw that coming
first
too.
down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short
I see that.
Yeah,
This fucking game.
He's tackled all the way down at the
I see that shit coming, bro.
He's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in.
This game is so stupid, man.
Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, this one hauled in by Sample, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He fucking
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now.
They hit his fucking helmet.
To incompletion, they're going for more.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
From the 30 on second down, Burrow dumps it off to Mixon, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mixon with a first down carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5 now. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick throw,
what the
knocked
fuck?
away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
To Mixon on the check down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second and goal, Burrow. That's caught at the 3.
Oh my God, he didn't make it.
2, and that leads us to third and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Mixon will take this one
Let's
in.
go.
Touchdown, Cincinnati. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
This nigga's always fucking open.
First down, Philadelphia.
I don't understand.
Partner in a tie game in the fourth quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the 40 now on second down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's
Can't
got
stop
another
him.
first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So first and 10 now from the 30. Sanders here as they run out of the gun to the 27-yard line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down at 7. Sanders down right around the 25. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22
nigga's always fucking open. I don't know how.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's in for the touchdown. And final seconds. Forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Hurts will throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. And
Fucking
it's also tough
no huddle bullshit, bro.
Just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive.
Shit just fucking
last
call
into
timeout.
double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive.
Starting to hate
but
this
put
game.
the onus back on your opponent. And
For
that's
real.
what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.